everybody, and welcome back to The New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to watch or listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting next to me are my two co-hosts.
Chris Weir, what's up, Nasty Nation? Welcome back to the Fart Dunge.
And Jake Paulson, glad to be here.
Yeah, look at that. You got a clean intro now.
Yeah.
You figured it out, buddy. And as always, we are sponsored by Cincy Light. Cincy Light, the spirit of Cincy. Cincy Light is a refreshing, crisp lager brewed in partnership with Cincy Reigns, benefiting student athletes. This easy drinking classic is the perfect way to celebrate the Queen City. Raise a toast to triumph that the red and black shall reign. Cincy Light beer is available year-round in 12 packs, 24 packs, and on draft. And one of my favorite moves, the Tall Boys. I was drinking those last night at Comet. Boy, howdy, they went down real smooth.
Ooh, glad to hear they got him out there.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Was that by request, just for you?
No, actually.
You brought him in yourself?
Yeah. They're like, excuse me, you can't bring those brown bags in here. I was like, you can mind your own goddamn business. How about that? Okay? Thank you. I'm thirsty. So,
how were the shows out there?
dude, they were great. It was so fun. Blake Rozier was a delight to work with. We're going to hang out when I go out to LA and see him.
Nice.
So that's awesome. That'll be super nice. And then, everyone on the show, Gavin Ferkel was great. Christian Grant hosted. And then Alex Leeds, Dumb Celeb Drawings, was on the bill as well.
Oh, I haven't seen him do comedy in a little bit.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. And then Jeff Tate popped in, friend of the pod, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
We can say that. Hey, Jeff, you're a friend of the pod now. He came in and he was great. So it was an awesome show and a great time. And it was fantastic.
Well, hell yeah, brother.
But what was even better was shout out to the dude today where I was standing by the Chick-fil-A bobblehead cow. And he came up and he fist bumped me. He said, "Love the pod." I was like, "Oh, dude, you just made my day."
Oh, nice. Thanks for watching, man. We'll buy you a chicken sandwich next time.
Yeah, if they're open. Sunday, they're not open. What a bummer. So, Jake, how was your week? We'll start here.
It was good. Went to the game on Friday with you.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was fun. Got to bring home a win.
Yeah?
Oh,
Did you guys
yeah.
bring home anything else? Headaches?
No, I left most of it there.
Okay, that's good.
I don't remember the rest of the night. So
All right, you left it all out on the field.
I left it all out on the field, yeah.
Dude,
And some in the toilet, just a little bit.
our boy Lord Duckworth, who you hung out at FCC, he came with us.
Nice.
Goddamn guy out there started ripping a dart in the sixth.
Oh, my God. What a maniac. Just out in the open?
This
yeah.
dude just pulled it out of his clear pouch, 2 packs of Marlboro Special Blends.
That's premeditated right there.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm ready," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I
you
saw
are.
him like fiddling. I was like, "I'm going to the bathroom," and then I came back, and then there's like, "Yeah, we got a written warning." I was like, "No shit,
Lucky it's just that, man.
dude." Yeah, no kidding. They're like, "We told him you had season tickets," and I went, "That's why I went to the bathroom." Fucking dick.
Yeah, come on, vape in the stalls like every grown adult.
Or me, vape, shirt up, blow down, and then be like, "Oh, it's so cold. Look at my breath."
Yeah, it's just the meat sweats coming off that guy. That's all. It smells like cherry. It's mesquite. Get out of here.
I didn't know the relish was made with mint. So it was fun. And the friend, another FCC friend, Ben Korn came. That's his real name, Ben Korn. And Alicia and I could not get out of our heads the next day. It's like thinking about this guy who's indignant about that person's name. Where it's like, "Oh, really, Ben Korn? You believe in reincarnation?" Well, I'm Ben Asparagus. I'm Ben Peaches. Oh, look at me. I can go all day.
I was imagining actually like K, like the backwards K, like corn. Like so he's walking around like new metal style. Like big white dreads.
Yeah, well, Ben does have white dreads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big pants, chains.
Oh, yeah. He's got the look down for corn.
Oh, I dig it, man. I could go for some new metal every once in a while.
Yeah, every time we would say, like, see you'd end a sentence, you go, "Oh, wow." So he was great. Ben, dude, I'm Ben stuff, okay? I'm Ben it all. So dumb. But yeah, what else did you have this week?
That was really the highlight. Just working. Other than that, had a lovely day yesterday. The weather's finally, turning. So went and walked around.
Gotta
the
love
park.
the weather.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
That's why people tune into podcasts.
Damn right. It's your weekly weather forecast.
Oh, you're going to give us a pollen update too?
Yeah.
Please do. I am running low on Claritin.
Dude, they can hear it on me every minute and a half. Just
You're sounding a lot better, though. I mean, the last it was like 2 weeks ago, but you're sounding a lot better.
Yeah, dude, my body's adjusting.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it's like the bear's come out of the cave, and he's like, I can handle it.
It's funny, like every year we have to adjust to the place we live in. It's just so rough.
It fucking sucks. I love and hate this city so much.
Mm-hmm.
And the pollen is the big one. But I'm on a regular Claritin, and then I'll throw it a curveball and throw it an Allegra to keep my body regular. And I think
Nice.
I finally found the perfect mixture where I can have my voice.
Yeah, I think that was on the Huberman podcast. They talked about that.
That
Doesn't matter. He's kind of like a science guy, but he's kind of a little pretentious now. But he's in vogue.
A science guy that's pretentious?
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? And if you don't know, he's a professor. He reminds you every episode.
Shouldn't have taken a drink on that one. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
sorry about that.
Pretty good. All right, well, you had a good week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you did. Well, I waited because dude, Badlands, good time.
Oh, great times in the Badlands. I'd never been out there before, and super cool. And also, even better, the timing that we went, because I don't like it when it's hot. I like a nice crisp air when I
Yeah.
walk around. I like to sweat and not really know it.
Ooh.
And, you know, you just start walking, I'm sweaty. How about that? But there was like hardly anyone out there, so that's super cool. Like just when you're in like out in like an amazing atmosphere, but when it's just like all to yourself, it just feels like a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
When you're just walking around, it's like, oh, this is my land. There's
it.
no humans that exist. And then like an SUV drives by, and you're like, you just spoiled it for me.
Yeah,
But there's,
ruined.
Prairie dogs rule.
Dude, prairie dogs are the shit. Did you touch one?
No, they have the plague apparently. You don't want to do it.
What?
I know. I thought I was being lied to. I was like, you crazy hotel lady. Yeah, get out of here. And then you read the sign. It says, like, the plague has been discovered in families of prairie dogs. And so you do got to keep your distance.
Yeah.
But they're so cute, dude. And it's like, dude, no matter like how cool like the scenery is, like seeing a prairie dog or even like a baby cow, it just blows everything out of the water.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. There's a ton of great animals. I saw like fucking rammed like things with horns, and sheep with horns.
Shit with the horse.
Yeah, it was awesome. It looked like they were just advertising like the town we were driving into, because we drove into Deadwood because we're just close enough out there, and I thought it was like statues of like those goats, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, they're just standing up on a ledge, just completely vertical, just looking down at everything. I was like, this rules.
That's incredible. And also, why did you give me that look?
You just you're far too trusting of wildlife.
Yeah, blame my upbringing. Okay,
Billy's messed with some bison before.
Dude,
Yeah, he's messed with them.
yeah, I got pretty close. And they're my folk. They're my
They
type of
recognize
beast.
you, as one of your own brethren.
Yep.
This thing smells similar.
I think he likes the same grass I do.
He's got dunks on his hooves.
We use the same vape.
I did see a sign out there that says "Beware of the Billies."
Yeah.
You know, it's Billy season out there.
The Billy Crossing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm always in season. Oh, look at this! I'm sweating just like you. Isn't this nice? It's
Oh, how
nice.
about that?
Yeah. Just because I'm just
Just working it up.
in season.
You're in season,
I'm in
baby.
season.
But dude, it was super cool. Went to Devil's Peak, I believe, or Devil's Tower. I can't quite recall. Any devil heads, please lay off me. But it was a place where, if you've seen Close Encounters of a Third Kind, it's a amazing movie. I know if you watch it now, CGI doesn't really hold up. It's still a phenomenal movie. So I
Yeah.
got to see that. Amazing. It looks like a completely made up structure, but that ruled. Went to Deadwood. Went to Saloon Number 10, where Wild Bill got shot, got capped in
Whoa.
the back of the dome.
What happened to Saloon 1 through 9?
They bounced their checks. So- Gold wasn't doing so well for him for a bit, so they kicked the bucket. But
Yeah,
no, it was kind of cool.
Number 8, tax fraud.
Tax fraud, yeah.
Yeah.
Saloon 11, Chapter 11.
We got to go back to 10.
Yeah, got to go back. But went in there, and it was pretty cool. Did a shot of Buffalo Trace.
Oh, nice.
Threw some money away on poker. It was tight.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and I know it's probably like a little bit of a Disney World-esque sort of vibe, just because they really, built over some coolness. But it was kind of like a family touristy trap situation. But there's hardly anyone there, so it was nice. Got to visit some old graves, which you want to do.
You want to visit them new graves.
Yeah, the old graves. That's where they're at. Got some real patine worked up on them.
I like it when my headstone's got a little moss on them, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome. I'd love to go back again. But yeah, super fun.
So, yeah, where did you fly into?
We flew into Minneapolis and then took a smaller plane to just somewhere near the Badlands.
Okay.
It wasn't like terribly far of a drive. I don't quite remember the city. I think it was Custer, maybe something like that.
Okay.
I don't really recall, but it'll come to me later.
That's fine. And when it does, when the cobwebs get out of the cave, let us know. I was just interested, you know. I just love planning stuff and seeing where you fly in, you know.
Yeah, was there a layover? Oh, tell me about it. What did they have at the kiosk?
Did you eat at the Chili's in Minneapolis?
I did the Chili's to go. I am actually banned at all Chili's to go, which makes it damn near impossible to fly.
They need me to stay in the restaurant.
Yeah, sir, you cannot go.
You know, if you eat your triple dipper, you're sitting right here. That Minneapolis airport is amazing, though.
Dude, I got to see some like Prince shirts.
Yeah, the Prince stores, dude.
Yeah, that was really cool. I was thinking about buying a T-shirt. Like $84. So no.
Yeah, not happening, dude.
Yeah, but that was a pretty cool airport. Wish I could have spent some more time in there.
They have a really cool Twins bar in there.
Yeah, I walked by that, wanted to stop in. So that's the best part of traveling, the airports. But no, they did look pretty good. And the place where we're at, I could smell a strong as jus, and I really wanted to sit down and eat because we did have a bit of, got bumped a little bit. Got pushed back for a delay, and I was really tempted to get some hot French dip.
Ooh.
I know, but I didn't want to be the guy with the hot French dip on the plane. So I did abstain.
Yeah. You get turbulence and you just your jus out. Ah, shit.
What is my juice? Didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah, you're wringing out your shirt over that tiny sink in the bathroom. It's like, ah, goddamn, tipping juice again.
Sorry about that.
It's like the Canaan joke with the guy with the pancakes in the bag on the airplane.
Yeah.
He's like, he was making pancakes and realized, oh no, I gotta catch a flight. Oh shit. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm glad you spent some time in the Minneapolis airport. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, it was amazing. I got to listen to some of the Reds games, got to watch a few, so it was tight trying to tune in.
There you go.
I need to go out to South Dakota more often because they sweep the Pirates and take 2 out of 3 from the Giants, so that was pretty tight.
Yeah, you got to get out of here more.
I know, I need to leave.
You got to go. When you leave, the Reds are great.
Found our good luck state.
Yeah, exactly. South Dakota, here I come. Can't wait to watch that Kid Rock and Jelly Roll show. I did drive by like that concert area, and seriously, in the parking lot, as far as you could see, was Rascal scooters that wouldn't start until you blew into them. It's amazing.
Well, I got dead wood. Got to just use these chairs.
This is God's country.
Just glad they're taking safety seriously finally.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got safety straps over each shoulder like an F-16.
How'd you have to drink? No, someone drive your scooter for you. Yeah. Get in the basket.
Timmy, blow into it.
Come on.
You ain't drink too much. You're 7. Oy vey. Yeah. So if the Reds are ever in a losing, like a double-digit losing streak, we'll set up a GoFundMe to send you back to Deadwood.
I'll go out there, baby. I'll be doing my shots for the team.
That's right, baby. Buffalo Trace of the Dome. Mm-hmm. That's what we need. My week was good. The Dogs. We're on week 3. This will be week 4 coming up of my hot making a cheese coney for every MLB team. The pastrami one was so fucking good. I might have peaked early.
Really?
Yeah, dude. So, bun, Parmesan horseradish mayo, Swiss cheese, boar's head pastrami, John Morrell hot dog,
Okay.
Camp Washington chili, mustard. And then I made the Primanti Brothers coleslaw. Got the recipe. Put that on it. French fries. I made the French fries hand cut, fried them in peanut oil, and then cheddar cheese on top.
Dog. And I'm coming off a post pastrami haze. That was like that was the best meal I had out there. Was like from a nice deli, and man, they made it thick, dude. So I can get down on some pastrami.
I love pastrami. It's one of the best deli meats in the game.
Dude, it pairs so well with a spicy mustard. It's unreal.
Ooh, yeah. What's your favorite pastrami?
Probably Cats.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong there. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I've waited in the line. It was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a favorite pastrami. I just like think of places I've had where I just think about like how good the situation was.
Takes you back, huh? You're like, man, I remember that pastrami. Pretty good.
Yeah, I remember that. Glory days.
Do you do the hack at Izzy's? Do either of you where you go and you get the Reuben and you say, give me another potato pancake, get rid of that bread?
Never heard of that.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so it's potato pancake, your Reuben, and then a potato pancake on top as your bun.
I mean, that doesn't sound bad.
You gotta do like a secret handshake too.
Yeah. You gotta,
Dip your hands in oil and vinegar. And slap them back and forth.
Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow to pay the rent. They're like, oh, you want the potato pancake specialty, huh? Yeah, the not so secret menu. Yeah, that's that at Jizzy's. That's delicious. That's it. So I thought I had something on the shirt. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, this week I'm gonna do Seattle. You've had that with me. I've made it. Right?
Oh, absolutely. It's a great dog.
It's a fantastic dog. So Seattle dog is cream cheese, onions, mustard,
And sriracha.
sriracha.
Yeah, dude. You gotta get the sriracha on there.
I'll put sriracha. I'll put sriracha on it.
Yeah.
Well, add Cincinnati chili, cheddar cheese. You've got a Seattle, Cincinnati chili cheese coney.
Hell yeah, man.
So that's what we're doing this week.
Tight.
It's very easy to make.
It sounds pretty good. I haven't had sriracha in a while. I went on a big sriracha kick for a while, and I about ruined it for me.
Really?
Yeah, I was throwing that on everything.
I've always got it in the fridge.
Yeah?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Goes on 70% of the sandwiches I make during the week.
Oh, that's nice. It's a good spread.
Yeah,
it's thick.
It's thick. It's got a nice flavor to it, especially when they tried to fuck that guy over with the pepper farm and we were out of it for a while.
Oh, yeah. I seriously considered buying a crate of those. In my mind, I was like, this is my 401k. This will be so expensive. And of course, I'm going to eat my stash.
Yeah, you're going to dip in.
I was going to get high on my own supply.
Yeah, there it is. There we go. Well, I'm glad you didn't do it.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm glad things really leveled out for the hot sauce
It
industry.
worked out. So, we'll see what happens upcoming with the hot sauce industry and those peppers coming from Mexico. So, we don't have to dig into it. This is a fucking baseball podcast.
Damn right.
Thank you for the support. Really needed it, bud.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's dig in right off the top. The Colorado Rockies dropped a new City Connect. I absolutely love them. What do you guys think?
I'm a huge fan of the top half of it.
Okay.
But they needed the purple pants. They needed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bingo.
The
That is
white with the blue belt too. I just don't like the white pants. It's not a good look.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I really do like the shirt. I do like how it is loud but basic at the same time. Like they're not doing anything too crazy. I mean, you do got that split, but that's like the horizon line for Colorado.
Yeah.
So I really dig that, but I am so on board with the purple pants. It's just like, if you're going to go up to the bell, ring it. Don't give me the white pants with this. This screams purple pants.
I'm with you. I agree with you on the purple pants. So then they just look like a bunch of grimaces out there.
Yeah, it looks 1,000 times better than the trash man uniforms they had last season.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. You hated the Rockies
I
City
didn't like
Connect.
those. They looked like they were there to take up garbage. That's what it looked like.
I loved them.
I didn't think they looked good.
Because they had the green pants too, didn't they? With
They
that?
had the green pants.
Yeah, so then they screwed the pooch by not having the purple pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the piping on the side a lot, though. That the yellow, the purple, and I think we're gonna see this a lot more with the white pants with the different colored piping that's gonna match the jerseys. Because you saw it with San Francisco, which they nailed the hat, and then now with this. So because we haven't seen the bottom half of we saw the leaks from the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? There was the
Sox.
White Sox.
Yeah. The White Sox looks pretty good.
Did you see this?
No, I didn't see that.
All right, I'll pull it up.
Pull it on up. Dude, I do think that hat is pretty snazzy.
Yeah,
too.
the Rockies nailed the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah, I want the hoodie. The purple hoodie.
I bet that does look
Oh,
fly.
brother.
And these little patches here too. It's just like those little subtle things that just make it just look, just elevates it a bit more. And speaking of elevation, I mean, they got it right on the sleeve there.
Yeah, 5,280, mile high, baby. I'm overall a huge fan, but I'm right. I'm with you. Nike is so close. Just make the pants purple. Go crazy on the pants. And one thing I don't understand is now, like, you've got Toronto with the all baby blue uniforms, and then the Orioles with the all orange. Mm-hmm. And they were playing each other this weekend, and they were wearing those yesterday.
And it was fun as hell.
People shit on it.
What? No.
Yes.
That looked hilarious. I loved it.
I did too. I thought it was awesome.
Great. It was great.
Yeah, they're really popping off on the field. I think it's a cool look.
Yeah.
Just go crazy with it. Own it. Don't just let the minor leagues be the only ones having fun.
Yeah, exactly. And also just draws more attention to you guys. And also, I'm sure the players love it. You know, get to have like different things, get to trade jerseys and stuff. I do understand why, like, the utility of having just the white pants, because you can pair it with other stuff. But, dude, the purple would have been so snazzy.
Dude, the hat is so much better than the one they put out with the City Connect, where it was like the patch and it was white with green on the sides. It looked like it just didn't work for me. It looked like a minor league hat, where this looks like a really cool variant that, like, you would see some cool dude wearing the matches shoes.
Yeah, be like, oh my God, where'd you get that hat? You talking about yourself?
Could be.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm also going to get the hoodie, okay? Yeah, it's okay. You busted me. I am going to get the hat and the hoodie. But yeah, okay. So, all right. So you haven't seen him. So we talked about, well, like, each other while you were out jacketed in Deadwood. But I don't know why I said jacketed in Deadwood.
It's a pastime out there.
You got to pass the time somehow.
Yeah, they had those old family photos out where you stick your head in and it's just people just jacking it. I was jacking it with the family in Deadwood.
Oh, good thing this is printed on tintype.
Tintype.
Oh, okay. So the Red Sox, Marlins, and White Sox leaked. This is the Red Sox.
I did see that.
What do you... I don't think we didn't talk about it. Dude, I love this little touch of balls and strikes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it reminds me of the wall.
Correct.
Yep.
That's awesome. That is okay. I've thought this before. I'm not sure if I put it out there. I think as far as an art piece, if you could take down panels of that wall and just think, I know they've replaced them over the years, but just think the amount of dents that have been made by the most historical American figures.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just such a piece of Americana history. So yeah, paying homage to that, I think is pretty tight.
You can buy the, like, team names every year.
Yeah, I have a panel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have the number 0 signed by Mike Trout.
Wow. That's
Whoa,
amazing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude,
on
that cost a pretty penny.
Yeah. Hopefully he keeps hitting homers. So
Yeah, I think he might.
I think he's going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, now that he's given up on center field. Not given up, but it was time.
Yeah,
it was time. Let's stay healthy.
Yeah. Now I'm hoping, and this has to have green pants.
It has to.
You can't come this close and then go white pants.
Yeah. And I'm dying to see the hat, what they do with that.
Yeah. Is it going to be like the bee from like on the monster?
The old school being just like white?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay.
That bee.
I think that would look pretty slick.
Yeah, that would look really good.
I think it's a nice uniform. I think that's minimalism done very well.
Yes.
It has a very good purpose.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't agree with you more. And the font is fucking perfect.
Yes.
One of the rare moments where they just nail it. Okay. Now, oh boy, that is sick. Yeah. The Miami Marlins one is awesome, dude.
That is tight.
That is fucking 1983 Tubbs and Crockett ripping lines, dude.
I was saying it. Look, you can see the lines going across. It's like a subtle nod to what drove the economy in the 80s.
Yeah. Dude, I look at that and I'm like, someone give me a crisp 100.
Oh, man, it makes me want to wear a nice white tracksuit.
I want to huff Aquanet. What do you think?
I love them. I mean, I think they nailed it. They really took a gamble and they nailed it.
Yeah.
And I love the piping. I mean, it just pops. I can't wait to see it like in person on the field.
And the 90s logo on the sleeve.
Which is hopefully they go with the 90s logo on the hat too.
Then I'm buying another hat.
I love the teal, man. That's like one of my favorite colors. And yeah, they just have it set against the black there. So it does have that sort of nightlife neon feel, especially with that pink stroke.
Yeah. pink stroke, like you're smelling burnt toast.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of weird colors here. Those have to be black pants.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't see it
yeah.
being anything else.
If they're not black pants, we got to book a trip to Oregon and start the revolution. So I'm a huge... Now, I'm a little iffy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't like the Bulls crossover?
It's not that it's just the Bulls crossover. It feels like something a fan page made.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It definitely doesn't like, there's nothing on it that pops.
Yeah. It's just like, it just seems like something I would buy from a street vendor outside of Guaranteed Rate Field.
It's taking me a second to realize, is this the Chicago Cubs or the Chicago White Sox?
White Sox.
And that,
Yeah.
see, like when I have to really stop and think about it until I saw the White Sox on the side there on the sleeve. I mean, it's not a bad jersey, but it just seems like you're paying homage to a better, more successful franchise.
Well, also both owned
That's what
by...
the White Sox have got to do, though.
So look, we ain't getting nostalgia from this team alone.
Wait till we trade Luis Robert Jr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they have Frank Thomas coming here and read about his boner pills all the time. All right.
Oh, the sleeve patch says eugenics?
Oh, jeez.
But I like the south side on the sleeve. I think this is going to look slick. Now, that's got to be a black hat.
Yeah. And the pants. You going red with the striping or black pants with that?
They're going to go black pants.
Yeah.
They're not going to take the risk on having red striped pants.
They're going to be tearaway
Aren't they?
basketball pants.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Your starting pitcher.
It'd be great if they rocked like the 70s basketball shorts with that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, really tie up there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't the White Sox have the softball shorts for like one season?
Yeah, and then no one could slide.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we're tearing up our calves.
But those haunches, baby.
Yeah. What
Look great.
Okay, so what do you think it's a hit?
I think it's a miss just because it just makes me think like they aren't confident enough in their franchise to really do anything too cool. I think that it was more of a money thing where like we'll sell more making it about the Bulls than we will making about the White Sox.
For sure.
That's what it says to me.
Yeah, I think that Reinsdorf just controlled this from top to bottom.
Yeah.
He's like, this is what we're doing.
This is the only-
I want to see more Bull stuff.
This is the only time I give a shit. This is when I'm not trying to tank it and move it to Nashville. We're going to make Bulls unis. I'm cheap. But yeah, overall, man, like, I get it, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
And not for me.
I'm sure it'll sell well with a fair amount of people, but yeah, I don't dig that.
Man, the DC one, it just sucks how much it sucks. You know?
I mean, that was always going to be the problem. They nailed it the first time, and they seem to be motivating teams to have several city connects, so it was always going to be downhill.
Yeah.
Seems like a very generic collegiate jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see it has some texture in there.
Yeah, the texture's the map.
of the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the
For all the map fans out
Yeah.
there.
Where my map heads?
Topographical heads. I'm trying to think of what it is.
Where my cardologists?
There it is.
Get out a ruler, bitch.
She's not having fun in that Miami jersey. though.
No, she's not. Not at all.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool. I mean, God, they're sick. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the what they do with the Red Sox and the Miami like pants hats, and if they crush it. So I think that's all of them from this year. Am I forgetting someone? So snakes. Diamondbacks are
They're
getting
getting a new one?
Yeah,
Oh.
snakes are getting a new
That'll
one.
be fun.
Yeah, well, let's hope because those Serpentines ones suck.
Yeah.
They're just a boring gold mess. So there's this up close. I'm trying to see here. Diamondbacks. Yeah. They have not leaked yet. And the rumor is they're going to be purple. So
Interesting.
very, very interesting. Yes. So we'll see what happens. But overall, I just love the leaks and I love the Rockies one. So pretty cool. Should we talk about like the like Reds baseball and stuff or whatever, or do you just want to call it?
I
Just
mean,
be
maybe.
done here.
Nothing fun happened this
I mean, we
week,
talked
so
about
it's
the
nothing
weather.
yeah.
We talked about clothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
Pastrami.
Pastrami.
I mean, we were hitting all the stops.
This
Yeah.
is a big pastrami pod. We should rename this to the pastrami pod. Even though the name The New Nasty Boy is pretty great, but pastrami pod's got a nice ring to it.
We can do that.
Good umami sound. The Reds this week, they're back to 500. 8-8, baby. You know, just back to the Marvin Lewis era Bengals. 8-8, what a success. What a big deal. 04 was great. We're back to 500, took 2 out of 3 in San Francisco. Came home and took care of business against the Pirates. Just swept those miserable pieces of shit.
That's what you got to do, man.
What you got to do.
So satisfying.
It is extremely satisfying. That was the big thing, is that they come home, they take care of business against teams they're supposed to take care of business against.
And that was the thing last year that just seemed to be like faltering with them, is not being able to put teams away when they got them, on the ropes, and not winning series or sweeping series enough against teams you should be.
Correct. I mean, they took care of business last year against the Rockies, the White Sox, and the Fish. But, like, man, dropping those, like, series to Pittsburgh when you're clearly a better team in 2024, you're like, what are we doing here, gang? Mm-hmm. So,
Especially before all their call-ups, when it was a terrible team.
oh, it was so bad. Did you see down in Louisville, Bubba Chandler and Chase Petty up went against each other?
Oh, I did not catch that.
Chase had 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 Ks, I believe.
Nice little outing.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Was he had about 3 outings so far, a little more?
I think so, yeah, and he's looking solid. Mm-hmm. Chase Burns, 3 2/3 innings, 7 Ks.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That curveball is so gross.
Yeah, he can fucking sling it.
Yeah, we got to go up to Dayton.
I'm down.
Great. We just got to track his schedule, but we got to see him before he gets to Chattanooga.
You don't want to go to Chattanooga?
I do want to go, but Dayton's, a little closer.
Very true.
We've talked about going to
Yeah,
Chattanooga.
we need to plan out. We need to be a bit more proactive with planning our trips.
Yeah, I know. We got to do that. We got to do that ball trip. So, who reigned this week? Brought to you by Cincy Light. Cincy Light, raise a toast to triumph. Guys, we said it last week. He was the man. This week, he was the man again. Hunter Green. Cy Young trajectory. I don't think this man can do any wrong. Today, went out, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, 8 Ks. And then, almost a complete game, 8 2/3, no earned runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 Ks in San Francisco. Is there anything he could do better here?
It's not looking like it. I mean, he's been one of the best pitchers in baseball to start the year, and God, it's fun watching him.
He's a behemoth.
Yeah. I mean, he's throwing a ton of strikes. He's tunneling everything perfectly. I mean, I'm not surprised he's getting those numbers. There's no way they can pick up what's coming out of his hand.
No, because it's all in the same spot. You just look at the charts, and it's just a big blob.
Yeah. Dude, seriously, and it looks like, his velocity has gone up, but it looks like he's throwing it with less, it just looks so much easier. It just comes out of his hands in a way where it doesn't look like he's stressing himself much. And yeah, his effectiveness with being able to paint that 99 in the black and being able to just break off a slider like he has. And then you can see like he's really thinking inning to inning about, okay, I'm going to work mostly fastballs, start now first time through the lineup, and then I'm going to show him the splitter the next time through. And then you're just like, I don't know what to do. And that was on full display here. And it feels silly to try and nitpick. Maybe there was a couple pitches he got caught, going back in the cookie jar one too many times with the fastball, like when he went up against, was it Reynolds, I believe?
Yeah.
When he took a timeout early, clearly trying to throw off his rhythm, did a little bit, and I think he was, guessing fastball, and he got it. But other than that, he was phenomenal. It's so hard to find, any negatives.
None. I mean, when you look at his distribution of pitches that he used in San Francisco, 59 strikeouts, 33 sliders, 12 splitters, dude. He can mix and match with you, and he got 11 whiffs on his slider in San Francisco. And San Francisco has proven to be a tricky club this year.
Yeah.
And a little surprising, but overall, dude, like he just mowed him down.
Yeah, man.
But and then today against the Pirates, I mean, the Pirates suck. God, that feels good to say. And we miss Skeens, but like he again was just dotting. And when you look, I think he has taken that approach where and a lot of pitchers have this year, and especially the Reds' goal this year was, I am not worried about racking up Ks. I'm worried about getting to the 6th, getting to the 7th, getting those quality starts, because those are starting to be valued more than being like Blake Snell, 5 1/3, 11 Ks, 2 earned runs because he lobbed up a couple trying to get past somebody.
Yeah, and you saw that happen too, like where the first inning he threw a little bit, around 20 pitches almost, somewhere around there, I believe.
Yeah.
But then he's found, started to have more quicker innings. You see how valuable that is to be able to get, pop-ups, ground-outs, and stuff like that. And that is just something where, he's sacrificing the swing and misses as much as he's trying to just get the outs.
Yeah. And another thing, like just looking at his Instagram, this is like a crazy stretch maybe, but like, have you noticed, like in a lot of his posts, he's been like taking pictures of art, going to art museums. He's sketching more. I think he's leaned into the art of pitching by going and looking and checking out more art.
It can't hurt.
Yeah.
It can't hurt. I mean, we've been there where it's like, I feel like I'm in a rut, so I will just go to the art museum and walk around just to see and try to get those gears moving.
Yeah.
To think about other ways that I'm looking, like with comedy, with this, it's just like anytime you can digest art and put it into a practice with what you're doing, always helps.
Yeah,
And it's great to see him doing that.
For sure. Inspiration isn't linear. It can come from anywhere to translate to something else. So, hell yeah, dude. I mean, he just rules.
He rules. Was that a crazy stretch, Jake?
No, I mean, he's clearly painting the zone.
Yeah, I set you up for that, buddy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I felt like Magic just lobbing it up to Kareem, and I was like, "Come on, buddy, slam this through."
You got it.
I believe. So Nick Lodolo again this week. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, 3 hits, 1 K, 1 walk, 3 Ks, 8 whiffs. His sinker and the changeup combo that he is doing at the bottom of the zone is gnarly.
Yeah, the changeup's been one of the best pitches on our pitching staff so far this year. He has had great command of it. He's putting it exactly where it needs to be put, and it's been looking great.
I'm super stoked that he's been doing that because it feels like the game plan for hitters for Lodolo has been to not get behind in the count and jump on the fastball.
Yeah.
So the fact he's been able to throw in a couple other off-speed pitches has been amazing.
So we see here, his best pitch the past couple years, his curveball. He threw 18 of them, right? In his last start. Do you think he has stopped throwing that curveball going back foot because of the blister he developed last year and the way he was gripping that curveball? And he's kind of scrapped that?
Yeah, I think he might be trying a new grip or something because when he does toss the curveball, it's not dropping the way it really should, or at least the way it has in the past. Staying up in the zone a little too much. So I think he's clearly like fiddling with something there. I'm sure he doesn't want the blister issue to pop back up.
Yeah, I think there hasn't been that consistent snap that we saw last year, so that does seem to be a very logical thing that they would try and avoid, that similar situation. And yeah, by all means, learn some new pitches because it's befuddling hitters.
Correct. But it's just, he will be dominant once he figures that out.
Yeah, if he gets a new grip and that thing just falls off the back half of the plate like it did, I mean, that's filthy.
It's filthy. That means you have 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
But I will continue to take this because it is length. He's staying healthy and getting your quality starts. Mm-hmm. If this is the ceiling, I'm still happy.
Absolutely. It's
not giving up runs, man. Really.
Yeah, that's like the point.
It's been great.
We're just being nitpicky because it's like, man, that curveball, when it hits back foot, is so disgusting. One of the nastiest pitches in all of baseball, I think. So I just want to see it selfishly, but I think it's got to be some type of grip issue. Grip issue.
Yeah.
Oh, a grip shoe?
A grip shoe? A grip shoe? Yank, yank, yank.
Also, that curveball is demoralizing. When you swing and miss at that and it hits your foot, you're going to like remember that.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it.
I struck out and I got hit.
Yeah. As you look and it's just kicking up dust.
Yeah.
Oh, man. One of my favorite swing and miss ever was not just in professional baseball. It was in my parking lot where we played wiffle ball. And remember Aaron Phillips? Mm-hmm. Okay, so one time he's not an athlete. He's out there wearing a leather jacket playing wiffle ball, looking like a really cool guy.
I just want people to know I fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Chain smoking cigarettes up there.
Candy cigarettes.
Condoms? Never heard of them. He comes up to the bat to swing, and he already swung and missed one, and then he went to swing and got fooled on a curveball, on a wiffle curve, swung through. When he turned, he farted so loud, just and then threw the bat down. He's like, I'm done, and then went and slept in his van.
Slept in his windowless van.
Yeah. His maroon windowless van. He's like, I'm done.
I'm going home.
I'm hitting the road and going home. So yeah, that's what Nick Lodolo's back foot curveball can do to somebody. Swing and fart, go to the van. Oh man. It'll come back to him,
I think so.
It'll come back to him. Nick Martinez, okay, 5 2/3, 4 earned runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, 8 Ks, 10 whiffs. Okay, I think that he has been left in a little too long both times, 2 out of the 3 times he's pitched this year.
Yeah, I mean, he has troubles third time through the lineup.
Yes.
And our bullpen's pitching, well enough that we don't need to be leaving him in much into the 6th. Like, just get him out of there.
Get him out. You got a couple guys who can throw 2 innings. We'll get to that later, but I understand not wanting to burn through your bullpen, but if you're getting from your 1 and your 2, those type of starts.
I mean, we've got good long guys in our pen for exactly this reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and Martinez to me is also like a guy that's going to be like your backup, put out the fire if a starting pitcher for some reason just doesn't have it. So I like the idea of him keeping a lot of gas in the chamber,
Yeah. And he's also a guy who can be, if, Chase Petty pitches really well. If Rhett Lauder comes back and he's healthy in a month or whatever, he might be your guy to move to the pen if he keeps doing this.
yeah. Or switch to a 6-man rotation.
And I don't doubt that that's been talked about.
Yeah. Especially with a lot of young pitchers that are going to be on some innings limits. Like, there's a lot of things that they could do with Nick. And he's going to be a good pitcher. It's just, you got to put him in the right situations.
And the going third time through the lineup is not the right situation.
No, it has not been as of yet.
As of yet. He has a leash.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do this to me. I'm just saying right now.
And it's still early in the season. Like, he's going to have at least 1 or 2 stretches where he is going to be able to make it through the third, the lineup the third time, because his stuff will just be sharp. I mean, when he's on, he's a great fucking pitcher. But when he's off, he's pretty hittable.
He's pretty hittable. It's that changeup that has to be perfect.
Yeah.
To set the table for everything else. And it kind of fell off the third time through.
Yeah, I agree. From what I was able to listen to Nick Martinez for his start, but to back up onto like him being like a possible additional piece, like you said, a 6-man rotation, I think that's a very viable solution because, I mean, obviously going back to last year when that became an issue with our pitchers, whether it be from a blister, Abbott just being gassed, there are still a young group of guys. So a 6-man rotation with our starters looking the way they are, that doesn't seem crazy.
No, it's not crazy at all. It's very viable. And you have a 6-man rotation and say your 6th guy goes a little long, you're still holding up your bullpen.
Yeah.
That's been really good.
Yeah.
That's which everyone was worried about. And what did we say this whole time in the fart dungeon during spring training? Calm the fuck down. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's still super early, and you can easily see like Graham Ashcraft eating up like 2 innings if Nick Martinez comes out in the 6th or something like that. So I think we have a lot of fun problems to work with here.
Yeah, good problems. Brady Singer against the Pirates in that bitter cold on Friday, where we had to drink a lot to stay warm.
I know. I just, it was either that or buy a coat. So just
boys
drank
made
my
the
way
right
through
decision.
it.
Yeah. The amount that we drank was the cost of a coat. So it was a good call. 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks, gave up a homer. It was his worst outing.
Yeah.
But you take that every day from your 4.
Yeah. Given the conditions, can't really fault him. I mean, that was just not a fun night to pitch, I'm sure.
No. And what is still nice, you see that cutter throwing it 9 times. Mm-hmm. It's really changing his game, but I can't wait to see that progress throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he only gave up 2 hits that outing too. So I mean, that's again great.
I mean, it's still a brand new pitch for him, and it's already looking like a serious weapon. So,
Yeah.
come the middle of summer, I can't even imagine.
Whew, boy, that thing's when it gets all hot.
Yeah.
He's got that sweat going.
Right? Might turn into a strikeout pitcher here.
Oh, I mean, we've already seen it. What, he went out and he had 7 Ks in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I can see it, dude. Get that sweat going, little sunscreen.
That's cheating.
It's legal. Okay, pitchers need their torpedo bats too.
It's SPF 5.
Sticky, perfect. Fuck. That's what SPF stands for. Yeah, come on. I probably should have said that part first, but it doesn't fucking matter. Abbott came back. That's always a good sound for a podcast. Just a gentle groan.
Yeah, sorry, we're getting a little tired over here.
Yeah, it's early in the season for us. We're really trying to stretch out still, Abbott, dude, 5 innings, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Again, another thing you take from your 5. And filling up the strike zone towards the end. You said that, I couldn't really get to watch it because I was doing comedy. But you said he's filling up the zone in that last frame.
Yeah, he was really attacking towards the end of his start, and it's great to see. I mean, that's the pitcher that he is. He's not scared of anything up there. He's going to attack. And if he's feeling confident, I think the results are going to be there.
Yeah, the Bulldog, dude. Love that for him. Love our boy Abbott. Mm-hmm. And dude, and the good mix of the pitches, 37 four-seamers, 24 changeups, 10 sweepers, 10 curveballs. So you're setting them up with that high fastball, then I'm going to drop the bottom out with the next 3 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still swinging and missing on the fastball here,
And he needed that too, because the breaking stuff wasn't bad, but it wasn't, sharp. I mean, this is still almost spring training for him.
Yeah.
But he was dotting that fastball, and he was just being very aggressive with it.
Yeah. And shake the rust off, dude. Mm-hmm. Who better to go against than the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Yeah.
They suck.
Build a lot of confidence in that series.
That's right. And, moving forward, who he's going to be going against will be interesting to see. But, yeah, dude, I'm just so glad he's back. And, again, you take it from your 5, 1 home run, 5 Ks, 1 earned run.
Love it.
Okay. I'm leaving that in. The offensive has been offensive. It's rough, huh?
Yeah, there's not a lot of highlights there.
Except for Ellie hitting a granny on his bobblehead night. Mm-hmm. Pretty rad.
I got into it too.
Really just piss missile.
Yeah, just add that to the resume. Just cool stuff Ellie has done, man. That's going to be something people remember.
Yeah. You know who else homered on their bobblehead night this year already?
Shohei.
Yeah. What? That's a short, cool list.
Yeah.
Man.
And it wasn't even a grand slam.
No, it wasn't. It was just a walk-off.
Idiot.
Idiot. God, he waited till the end, coward.
Dummy.
Oh, I'm afraid to have one before the game ended. I'm scared. Where's Ipe? But okay, aside from that, you got Espinal who, dude, picking it, hitting it. You got to find a way to keep him in the lineup every day.
I agree, man. He's a bad dude. I love watching Espinal. He's an absolute gamer. He fits the prototype of this Cincinnati clubhouse player, which is an athlete, will play anywhere. I think once we get the other players healthy and back up, which is going to happen very soon, I think you're going to see Espinal get a regular playing time, somewhat regular playing time in third. I think you're going to see that a lot. And also, too, like when they need to have like Austin Hayes take a little break out and right or something, he does need to stay in the lineup. He's a game changer, I feel.
Yeah. Second, short, third, left, right. Guy needs to learn how to catch, you know? That's all that's left for him.
Yeah.
But then you've got the Novi Marte problem. He's been picking it at third.
Yeah. And not looking totally lost at the plate either. I mean, it's only been 2 games, but I mean, he drew a walk today, stole a base, got a run. Like, that's perfect. That's what he needs to be doing.
Yeah,
You know, those are the plays he needs to be making. Not swinging for the fences for home runs and stuff. That's not going to be. That's not your game. You know, go out there. He's so athletically gifted that he can create runs just like Ellie does.
Look at the runs that scored today on hits. They were kind of bloops that they just got bad pitches that they worked with. Ellie punched one out in the center that got an RBI or 2, and same thing with Espinal.
Yeah. And it was just a perfect chip shot with a lot of backspin on it.
Do what you can with the pitch, and you're going to find a lot of success. I mean, Ellie's learned that and has been displaying it this year. So I think if that's something that Marte can work into his game, it's going to be hard to find a way to keep him out of the lineup.
Right. And Marte, dude, like when you're talking about swinging for the fences, he won't need to. That power's going to come.
That's the thing. He needs to, like, those doubles with our ballpark are just going to become home runs in summertime.
Yeah.
So just, you know, keep making good at bats up there.
Yeah.
And he had several of them this weekend, and he's looking a lot more confident at the plate.
Yes.
Not like the second half of last year where it's almost painful.
Yeah, where you're like, he's just pushing too hard.
Yeah.
Jake Fraley had a really nice catch to save the game in San Francisco in right field. He's been walking a lot more. There's some signs of life there.
Yeah.
Not enough for me to be like, yeah, man, he should stay up here, but enough to be like, okay, keep proving it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting what they do with Hayes coming back. Because I mean, who do you send down?
Well, Will Benson came and went.
Yeah.
I don't think you send down Blake Dunn.
He's looked great.
Yeah.
He's looked great. I think he should get, I mean, if there's just not enough opportunities to go around for some of these kids, but I'd love to see him get more at bats.
And with Blake Dunn, he had a .438 on base percentage this year. Or this week this year.
Yeah.
Jesus. He's been seeing it better.
Yeah.
He hasn't been connecting. He's connected and he's just gotten unlucky, but he's getting on.
Yeah. And in the cold part of the year, that's what's most valuable. You need base runners.
Yep. Just to create more opportunities.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that. So
and he's got some speed. He can get into scoring position after he draws a walk. Like, yeah. I'd love to see him stick around, but I don't know if I mean, they're not going to send Fraley down.
Did they already send Hurtubise back down?
I feel like they did.
Yeah, I think they did. I'm going to check that real quick.
I just think it's difficult trying to keep Fraley in the lineup. Yeah, he did have a game-saving catch. He also kind of showed his ass this game with that triple, which I understand wasn't a routine play, but I feel like that is caught more times than not by an average right fielder. I just think Blake Dunn has done a lot to show he has more power than Fraley and a more likelihood of being able to figure it out faster than what he is. And I'm just confused on what exactly the plan is for Will Benson. Has been showing that he could be more effective in Fraley's spot.
Yeah, but he came up and looked lost and played a rough left field.
Oh,
in
four with
Francisco.
4 strikeouts
Yeah.
in his one appearance. It was not.
Yeah.
That's not how you stick on a major league roster. But the very next game in Louisville, 4 for 4 with a homer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, he's getting awfully close to that quad A territory where he can just rip shit down in Louisville, and then when you bring him up, it may be a mental thing, but those 4 strikeouts, most of them were atrocious.
Yeah,
it's a
just
bummer.
so lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hurtubise is still on this active
Okay.
Twins
There
team. So
we go.
you
That's
sent
who you
Hurtubise
jettisoned.
down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hurtubise. I'm really sorry about that. You can come back up, brother.
You can come back. You can come back. You can come back. Well, before he goes back down, I got my beekeeper costume still.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, we got to be the herd of bees. Sorry, come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
But again,
There's your
these
answer.
are more fun problems to deal with. I understand it's not like the greatest thing. Like the productivity in right field just really hasn't been there.
Mm-hmm.
But when Hayes comes back and we have a longer lineup with McLean in there and Stevenson, I think those problems are going to be greatly diminished as well.
Yeah. We got to be worried about Spencer Steer, dude. I know he homered last week in Milwaukee, and he looked like he was starting to put it together. He still is not putting it together.
Yeah, it might be time to, shut him down, have a little IL stint, and just get right. Like,
Yeah.
fully right. Even if that IL stint is like 3 days of rest and then, 5 or 6 games against AAA pitching.
Yeah.
Just to get it back, get the timing back. The timing is so... he's just...
Off.
Yeah. He's swinging at good pitches, and he's just getting nowhere near them. Like,
No. And you can see that in his power is so diminished this year. The outs he has are just not even a competitive out.
No.
Popping up with the bases loaded. This is not the Spencer Steer that we're accustomed to. There's clearly something incorrect there. And he was one of the guys that we're relying on. So to be a big part the components of winning the division this year, you got to have your guy that led the team in RBIs the year previously to at least show up, and something's going on that I'm not sure how physical it is, how mental it is. But I am. This is the thing I'm most concerned about with the Reds.
I am too, because he's our dude. And do we need to go down and give him some shoulder rubs? Is that what we need to do?
We can do that.
yeah.
Yeah, we're available.
Yeah.
You can call, and I know how to work these thumbs. Okay, I can really dig in because there's something. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Is he just not being honest with the medical staff because they keep doing X-rays and MRIs and they're like there's nothing wrong in there.
Yeah, he might just need the reps, and I just don't know how much longer we can give it to him on the major league squad when you can just put him on the IL and he can get reps down in Louisville.
Yeah, put him on the 10-day, retroact it.
Yeah,
Because
that swing on the homer, that's Spencer Steer.
yes.
It was beautiful, and then he had 2 doubles the next day, right?
Yeah.
yeah, and it was like, oh yeah, he's back, and then. Yeah,
Crickets.
and then this weekend, nothing. And
Nothing.
just missing hittable pitches, making good swing decisions, but just not connecting. So I think it's more of like a mental timing thing than the injury. But yeah, I don't know. There's just no news about it. So
Yeah, and no news right now is bad news because of the results on the field.
yeah,
Candelario, dude, I know he homered on Friday, but for fuck's sake, how much longer are we going to put up with him being complete dog shit?
I mean, they put up with it all last year, so
Well, thank God he got hurt. They were like, okay, now he's got a broken toe.
Yeah.
We can have him go night. But it's like bad.
it's frustrating. Yeah, I mean, if we just need, as soon as some other bats get going, he's going to be one of the first ones to lose playing time at this point.
I
Because
agree.
he's just not. He's not putting competitive bats up there, and. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be riding the pine here soon. But we need someone else to be hitting. Like, if no one's hitting, then you might as well start him. Because he is a professional. Like,
Yeah.
these are...
They are paying him money, a lot of it.
You might as well throw him out there if no one's hitting.
Yeah, I'm just hoping when CES, we're going to talk about him a little bit, kind of banged up. They're just probably giving him some time to rest here. But once he gets right, healthy, and then we get McLean back in there, some more infield help, I think Espinal is going to see more playing time. And I just can't see them, if they're trying to win the division, giving too much, more of a leash to some of these guys, especially like Candelario, who just looks kind of lost up there sometimes.
Kinda. Dude, that guy is alone in the desert trying to find God.
He is on an ayahuasca trip without a bat.
Yeah, he is in the deprivation cave. Good Lord. You lost is an understatement. Wow. Yeah, and you gotta, I can't defend it anymore.
Yeah. Well, when the infield fills back up again, like when we get McLean back and CS is healthy, and I mean, Espinal has been beating him at every facet of the game.
Yep.
Defense, offense, base running. There's what does Candelario bring? at that point.
One homer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be a nice pinch hit at bat. He's an athlete. He's a professional. We've rooted for him, but you got to look at it in the eyes here and just say what the problem is, and it's Candelario.
Yeah.
He's not being providing any offense, and that is something we need to address.
The Candyman can't.
Not right now.
No. I mean, that homer on Friday was pretty, but fuck everything else.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
pretty home run's not going to do it.
No, it's not. When you look at the rest of the numbers for the week, .056 batting average. Good Lord. 150 on base percentage, 222 slugging, 372 OPS.
Yeah,
I
man.
weighed more than
With
his slug.
A ton of at bats.
With a
You know,
ton.
that's like, it's not like it was just 1 for 5 or something.
Ah,
like that.
fucking
It was like
18.
Yeah, 18.
18. One hit, one fucking homer.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. There needs to be a dramatic, not dramatic, but there's some pieces need to be rearranged here when we get some more healthy guys, and it's going to happen soon.
Yeah, it's going to happen real quick. We'll get to that information soon. The bullpen, Graham Ashcraft. He's come out and he's pitched in like the 7th and 8th inning. They're letting him eat.
Yeah.
This is a weapon. This is exactly what we talked about all winter, what this guy could be, and the prophecy is fulfilled.
Yeah, man, condense all that down to 2 innings. Don't think about having to like stretch out and just go out there and chop wood. Just eat bats, and yeah, I think it's great for him to come out of the bullpen. He has that mentality, and just throw that cutter to your heart's content, and just don't think. Just throw until your arm falls off when you go out there.
Yeah. And he's been facing the teeth of these lineups too. Like
Yeah.
they are already not afraid to use him in a pinch. Mm-hmm. And he's looked so good. And he can go multiple innings. They stretched him out all spring. Like
On Friday, he threw 31 pitches, 26 cutters, 5 sliders. He's just condensed his arsenal. And that's not including when he continues throughout the rest of the year busting out that curveball.
Yeah, I dig it. I think this is a great spot for him. I think he's going to love just coming out of the bullpen, being that bulldog, come on out, and just throw that cutter, baby.
Yeah. His release point's great. I mean, you can get a little bit, he gets a little high on the cutter, but still like, dude.
when it's looking like it is, he can be as high as he wants.
I don't give a
Because
shit.
it's unhittable. So
Exactly. I don't give a shit.
even if they know it's coming from the arm slot, there's not much they can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to see him through like another time to really be able to time that up and feel that pitch out because he just was not successful going through a lineup a third time. I just think just limit the things he has to think about. Just go out there and pitch an inning or two. That's all we need from you.
Hasn't given up a run coming out of the bullpen. Just
Not even close.
Not even close. So you got a real true weapon, and then with the other dudes who have been slinging, doing Tony Santillan and
Yeah. Pagans look great.
Pagans look great. He gave up that homer in San Francisco to end it. I would have walked Yastrzemski in that situation.
Yeah.
And then have runners at first and second with 2 outs, but
Oh, well.
oh well. But you don't question the Hall of Fame manager.
Yeah.
So, and then that leaves the question. I mean, Alexis Diaz is about to come back. He's got.
He was in the clubhouse today, right?
He was in the clubhouse today. He gave up 2 earned runs and 3 hits, including a homer on the 12th. So on Saturday in Louisville, but you don't care about the results. You care that he's back pitching. That's another one they can deploy.
Yeah.
And you can't say he's the closer.
No, not until the results are there. Like I know, again, it's another guy who this is still essentially spring training for him, so you don't want to get too caught up in the results. But when every outing has been bad, it is a little concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's throwing strikes, I think that's going to be the main thing. I don't think we need to rush him back because things have been looking good as of late without him. So there's no need to try and push things faster than what they should be developing. So that'll just be another weapon that we have.
Yeah.
And you don't have a lot of dudes that have. I don't think you have anybody that has options in that bullpen.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So like you bring him up, it's like okay, so you put
Does Ashcraft? Well, they're not sending
They're
him
not
down.
doing that.
Yeah.
Ashcraft does, but you're not doing that. Eat Tane, is out of options. So
Yeah.
you'd have to put him through waivers, and he's not making it through waivers.
Yeah.
So
It's a crowded pen.
it's a good problem.
Great problem.
Good. These are all of these.
It's a problem we haven't had in a long time.
I know, right? God, this is refreshing. But you look at it and you look at your bullpen and you go, okay, all right, not mess. It's like the only issue has just been at the fucking dish. They can't hit, but we took care of that. So it'll be interesting what happens. Other dudes who are hurt, Matt McLain. He took batting practice. They're saying he's going to be back the first day he's eligible.
Yeah.
That was a smart move to sit him down.
Absolutely. And that's what we can do this year with all of this depth, even though they're not hitting, but whatever. They will. And yeah, just if someone's injured, don't make them play baseball. Seems like it's such a simple concept that is almost new for this club.
I was going to say they're being overly cautious, but to look back on the Reds, how they typically handle any sort of injury or anything close to that, it might be the right amount of caution. But we're just so not used to seeing it. It's just always get out there and play, which, I mean, for some players and situations, I don't want to, paint a broad brush here, but there's no need to push him when we have the depth, especially in the infield. And I'd rather have him playing Matt McLain at 95% as opposed to an 82% the entire year.
Sure.
You know?
And my brush ain't broad with this statement. It was David Bell letting the guys play, and where Terry's come in and had the leadership and been like, you're not feeling good, you're hurt, you need to get it taken care of.
Yeah. Especially now that baseball has the 10-day IL that you can backdate. So if someone misses 3 games in a row, put them on the IL.
Yeah, that is huge.
You can already backdate that to the point where they miss a little over a week, and that's nothing.
It's nothing, yeah. And like you said with the depth, it's you've got a slight hiccup.
Yeah.
It's a pebble in the road compared to a speed bump.
Yeah.
So Austin Hayes, he was scheduled to play on Friday. He's back in Louisville, played the 12th and 13th. I didn't look at the numbers. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he's back out there, and it's looking like he's going to be back against Seattle on Tuesday.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's 2 big bats getting plugged into this lineup on Tuesday.
Yes.
Your projected number 4 hitter, Austin Hayes, we haven't seen him this year.
Who was murdering it at spring training.
Yeah, was looking great behind, Ellie De La Cruz, and of course having Matt McLain ahead of him. That is such an amazing sandwich. I love that. So I think they understand the value of these pieces here, so they don't want to go through the situations they did in years previous and rush people back too soon, because this is a 162 campaign marathon, so it's not as dire as every game's important, but it's you don't want to have these people play injured the entire year.
Yeah, you're not going to force it in April like some prior regime used to. God, I'm so glad he's gone. A lot of people are like, that's the one thing that is still just stuck in my mind that has just completely changed this ball club. And it's not just Terry with his folksy sayings and all this stuff. It's just this. It makes me so happy that they're responsible.
Yeah.
Acting like responsible adults and having consistency. It's insane what it can do.
Yeah.
And speaking of consistency, looking like Tyler's going to be catching a bullpen on the 15th. He's close.
Yeah, it's it's a huge step, especially with an oblique strain.
Yeah. And that's scary when you're back there behind the dish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But there's another guy you plug. That's another bat.
I mean, just how many more hits are we piling on here? If you plug these 3 guys in right away, I mean, if you take out Steer, Candelario, and pick or choose another person there, you're just making this lineup deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting long. And that's what this team needs, is that length to go out there and produce, because the other guys are holding up their end of the bargain. And then when you get these back, now you're cooking. You're really cooking. And where the fuck is CES?
I mean, it could still be the hand. That's the last update that they gave, was just that it was hand soreness, which makes sense. I mean, he got plunked, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hopefully, just being cautious. But when I saw that initially, I thought the worst because it did not look good.
No.
I mean, anytime you're getting hit on the hand, there's so little there to like protect you, and then, of course, that's what took him out the year previous. But supposedly, it isn't what it was last year. It's just bruised up, and I'm sure that is affecting him.
Yeah.
You know?
Combined with it being cold.
Yeah.
Being cold and having that bruise, not fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're taking it easy with these players this year.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
And hopefully when that swelling goes down and he's able to hit, that means he's launching the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just
I'm
can't
talking
wait to have these conversations, a few months from now, or just a couple months from now, and just seeing how the ball is flying with these guys and seeing them play at full health and just seeing how that will look on the field.
Yeah. I'm really excited. It's just been people panicked and I was like, hey, we take a deep breath. It's a long season, and they caught back to where they're supposed to be. Get a couple of these games against the Mariners. If you get 2, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
If you get 1, I get it. If you get swept, I'm angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
I'm angry.
We got to have that be like the goal. You got to win every series here. So I really hope they can do that and be able to insert these guys back in and just start mashing.
God, just getting Tyler back. Miss you, bud. Okay, so you got the Mariners here. Tuesday, it's Luis Castillo versus Nick Lodolo.
Fun.
That game is going to be an hour and 10 minutes. And then Wednesday, you got Bryce Miller versus Nick Martinez. And Thursday, little daytime ball, Brian Wu versus Brady Singer.
The Woo Singer combo.
Ooh, woo! And then you go to Baltimore, Abbott, Green, Lodolo. This is the best time to go see Baltimore's right now because they have the second highest starting pitcher ERA in all of baseball. This is when you want to see them before they get it figured out.
Yeah. Eflin just went on the IL.
Ooh.
So we don't have to worry about that, although he sucked. But
Yeah.
Did you see Steele is having
he's
season-ending
done.
surgery?
yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Just saw that.
Whoa. Cubs are fucked.
I mean, until they sell the farm for Alcantara or something.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, Sandy Alcantara?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him doing that. I can also see the Mets just unloading.
Or the Yankees.
Or the Yankees.
He's getting moved.
He's getting moved.
Yeah.
Did you see that rumor for Luis Robert Jr.?
No.
Dodgers, including a package with James Outman and other. Yeah, I know. It's bullshit. Stop it.
Of course, it's the Dodgers.
The league needs to step in like they did when we couldn't get Vita Blue.
I mean, to do what though? Like,
Get him out of here. It's bullshit.
if they cough up the prospects and agree to a trade, what can they do?
It's like the casino gets to play against you.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's stupid.
Yeah. It's like they're playing on a different MLB The Show rating than you are. It's like, oh, get him off, rookie.
Get him out.
What
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this?
Oh, they're on goat mode? God damn it. This is horse shit. So, no, this is the time to go see Baltimore. And then next week, then you go. This is a stretch where you take care of business. 3 at Miami, and then day off that Thursday, then 3 in Colorado, and then you got 4 at home to end the month against the Cardinals. Miami, they're 500. They're a young, scrappy team.
They're hitting the shit out of the ball.
Matt Mervis, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where'd this guy come from?
The Cubs.
You gave up too soon, cowards. I know Bernie's listening and she's mad at me right now for talking shit. Sorry, guys. We'll talk soon. Anyway, and Max Myers looked good.
Stowers.
Like, they're doing what the Marlins do.
Yeah. Just finding some talent.
Finding it, and it's bullshit. I know, it's just what they do. But, I mean, if you can take 2 out of 3 against them, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Colorado, they're bad.
Yeah.
This would be a great opportunity to sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wake up those bats.
Yeah, get in the altitude. Bring me home a hoodie from the pro shop. Give me that. Just bring it on over. Spencer, when we come rub your shoulders, you can just give us that Rocky City Connect merch.
It sounds fair.
That's a fair trade.
Yeah.
We'll assume yes until we hear otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll slide in the DMs.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, we got the Ben Gay. You got the gear?
We assume you know what we're talking about.
You're an avid listener, right? I saw you once at the Blind Pig.
You've got nothing else better to do.
Come on.
But yeah, after the Rockies too, you're going to slide in, hopefully, coming on offensively hot into playing in the division against the Cardinals.
Yes.
So that would be awesome. One thing to point out, though, which might be a little bit of an issue or just irritation for them, they're going West Coast, East Coast, and then back out West Coast. It's a little bit of a weird travel schedule. So hopefully don't get any red-eyed situations with that. But these are very winnable series.
Agreed. Well, you have that Thursday off on the 24th. That's huge. That day off going from Miami to Colorado.
For sure.
Get on the plane, get to Colorado, get your breathing mask to acclimate to the mile
For sure.
high.
Seriously. It's
Yeah.
no joke.
Get some edibles,
Definitely get some edibles.
lean into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Steer and Tito need to get some edibles, do some grounding, walk around
Yes.
without any shoes or socks on, and figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
brother.
eat some bison.
Yeah, have a bison burger.
Bison burger, eat my people.
Have some moose drool.
Moose drool. Yeah, get some prairie dog drool. Don't get the plague though.
Get the prairie dog piss.
And then, let's just take a look because I just want to. Then you go into May and you finish against that Cardinals series at home, and then you got the Nationals at home for 3. And hopefully by the time this happens, these next teams haven't figured it out. Which you go to Atlanta. Hopefully they don't figure it out. They're bad right now.
Yeah.
They're just they can't hit.
They got Sean Murphy back, and he's already clubbed 3 homers. But yeah, it's been pretty bleak.
No.
The comeback on Hank Aaron Day, that was nice.
Yeah,
That was
okay.
easy to root for.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Especially because of the team they were playing. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
who you play, it's when you play them.
Yep. And then you've got 3 at Houston, and they're
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully you get to dodge Hunter Brown.
Yeah, hopefully. Then that off day. And then you've got 3 at home against the White Sox, and then 3 at home against the Cleveland Guardians. And then you go to Pittsburgh, got a day off. And then you got 3 at home against the Cubs. Then you go to Kansas City, day off. And then 3 in Wrigley. So that's your month of May. The way that May shapes up, that's kind of an easy month too.
It could be. Like you said, if the Braves have figured their shit out, that's going to be a pain in the ass series. Strider will be back by then.
Oh,
He's supposed to start this Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
So he'll be back. That's always a pain in the ass. And
Schwellenbach's
with
good.
a 4-game set, you're probably not going to be able to avoid him.
No, just split. Can you split?
Yeah. Maybe the bats are humming by then, and it doesn't even matter.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't that sound good?
There it is. Let's look at June. No, we're not going to do that. Even though I'm looking at it, I'm not going to do it. We're not doing it. Okay. Yeah, you feel good about the week. You feel really good about it. You feel good about where you're going. You just bats, wake up, baby.
Yeah.
Just stop hitting the snooze. Get out of bed.
Let's do it. We're 500. Let's build one step closer.
That's right. Just keep winning series, stack up them dubs, and we'll be good. So let's round turd and head for home. Jake,
Yeah.
what do you want to plug? I know what it's going to be.
Drink Cincy Light.
Yeah, drink 'em up, baby. Chris,
All right, I
you
got
a list.
some dates here. April 16th, I will be at White Rabbit Cabaret in Indianapolis. Come on out there. That's always fun. I love getting to go back to the White Rabbit and Indie Rules too. April 18th, I will be at Don't Tell in Cincy. Also, a day before that in Cincinnati, I think I'm going to be doing, it's this shelter dog show. We're going to be combining comedy, and it's going to be a benefit for dogs and stuff like that. So
Where's that?
somewhere in Cincinnati. I have no idea. There's I'm just now getting details on that.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, woof woof woof. But yeah, I'll drop some more details about that later. And then May 15th, I will be in Louisville at Gravely Brewing. That is always a fun time.
Yes.
Come on out. But if you miss me, then I will be right back in Louisville the 22nd through the 24th at Louisville Comedy Club. So some dates to come check out, and I'll be adding to it. But yeah, come on out.
You got some stuff going.
A few things.
You got a few things. I don't have anything on the calendar right now. I'm pretty empty, except for come watch me eat cheese conies.
You know what? I am going to clip up that sentence so hard. I am filled with Come.
Yeah, what do cheese coney video on Saturday. So you already know what it's going to be. I'm very excited for it. Yeah. So there we go. Thank you to Sports Drink for hosting the audio of this. They're a comedy club and coffee shop in New Orleans. We got to make the trip down, but you know. And it's in the clutch. Promo code Nasty Boys, all caps. We put out a shirt that was my idea. Pretty great. You know how the A's logo on the MLB app is just the baseball right now because they can't use the A?
Yeah.
We just put that baseball on a shirt, apostrophe S. Yeah, pretty
That's
proud.
good.
Of it. Pretty proud of that. Promo code Nasty Boys, 10% off. Dude, shout out Cincy Light. Cincy Light, the taste of all Cincinnati daddies, baby. It's delicious. Drink it responsibly and often. And thanks for having us back in the fart cage. Fart cage.
Hey, man.
Oh, God.
There are bars around here. You guys can't see them.
Yeah, we're all shackled down here. You can't see it. But thanks for having us in the fart dungeon. Good to have you home.
Yeah, glad to be back here. Glad to be hanging out with you guys. Glad to be coming back to a 500 ball club. Can't wait for them to stack some more dubs on top of it.
If it goes worse and they start losing again, you gotta go.
Go back out to San Diego, baby. Or not San Diego. I'll be out there later. South Dakota.
There you go.
Yeah.
South Dakota, not North.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, and thank you for watching and or listening. And as always, go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.